left behind in the good old days, they just keep on coming. Yeah, we're moving on. Got the world with me and no place I'd rather be than rolling.
We are traveling today. We just left our spot we were in for a week in Virginia.
Petersburg.
Yes, Petersburg, Virginia, called South 40 RV Park. Did the trick for us. It was good. The pool was open and warm and nice, friendly people.
Yeah.
The maintenance guy, William, phenomenal. So thank you, William, for changing out that 50 amp on the pedestal and being so great and helpful. Okay, so now let's talk about our inverter and what's happening today.
Game plan.
Okay, so basically we knew that today was going to be a long travel day. We're traveling a little over 6 hours, which is usually double what we normally do. We normally do about 3.5 hours at most. I like the sweet spot for me is like 2.5 hours, and I feel like, oh, that went by really fast, and we're already set up on our next spot. So 6 is going to be a long day. And what's crazier about that is, like we were saying, our inverter is off. It's when we're on just house batteries. There's the screen. Let me see if I can get some. I don't know if this camera ever shows it, but let's do our best here. Our Magnum inverter screen is completely off.
And you tried turning it on, right?
Oh yeah, tried turning it on. It doesn't even fault. Doesn't even do anything. Also, there's no power, obviously, because we don't have the generator or shore power on. And then on top of that, when I go scroll through this, it says wiring status error. So when it's plugged into shore power, it doesn't say that. When it's plugged in a generator, it doesn't say that. But when it's house batteries, wiring status error. That's what that says. And it shows 0 amps on anything. We're doing a 6-hour drive today.
Correct.
And we have no inverter.
Correct.
Therefore, Noelle is using her computer without it being charged, so we're hoping that'll last her long enough to do her school today. That also means our fridge has no power at the moment, so we are leaving the doors closed. I Googled how long you can have a fridge without, off with no power before the food starts to be an issue, a problem or concern, and they said 4 hours. So I set an alarm for 3.5 hours to turn on the generator, which should start up the inverter like it did at the RV park. So it should turn everything on, which will then get the fridge going, and we'll leave the generator on for, what, an hour?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Something like let it
just to get it cold again.
Get it cold. And then we'll turn it back off. We'll still have probably another 2 hours to go. And then right at that time is when we should be getting to the next RV park. We'll plug in and get everything back on track and cool down. So that's the plan.
That's the game plan.
Then when we get there and get set up this evening, we're supposed to get there around 5, but we have to get gas and all that. So let's say we get there at 6. We're supposed to let the mobile tech know what time we get there, and then he's actually coming by this evening, and we are purchasing from this particular mobile tech an inverter, a used inverter. That's our exact one that is in good working condition, and we're having him install it. So we're buying it from this mobile tech. He's going to install it. He's also going to change out our 300 amp fuse because he's thinking that might be the problem. But at this point, with all the issues we've had with batteries and amps showing weird things, and just we've had so many weird different issues that all go back to the inverter, we want to swap out the inverter regardless, right? That's the plan. So now I'm going to turn the generator on, and while we're driving, and what makes me nervous is that for some reason, even though at the RV park the generator would start the inverter, it's just I'm nervous. I hope it turns on.
I hope you're not jinxing us. So.
Okay, so
you hold that up there. I'll start the generator.
Okay, you want me to do it?
I'm going to press the button here.
Okay, press the button and let's see if we get the inverter to turn on when we turn the generator on.
Ready?
I'm ready.
In 1,000 feet, turn left on Wade Stedman Road.
Generator is on.
So generator's on.
Noelle, is the light on the fridge on the ice machine?
I doubt it because the inverter screen is not on. But I know sometimes it takes probably, you know how the inverter takes some time to do that click to turn on?
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for. It still says wiring status error. There we go.
Okay.
Magnum ME-MR fault, dead bat, which we know is not true.
We just know is they're not making a connection through the battery.
Not making a connection through the battery. Fault, low battery, dead battery.
There it goes. It just turned on hard.
Turn left on Wade Stedman Road.
Fridge just came on? Yeah, because I felt it take over on the inverter. I mean, on the generator.
It's still saying, it still has the fault red on here.
Okay, but the fridge is on right now.
Oh look, the fault, okay, so now the fault went away. It's saying battery plus 10 amp. It's actually saying absorb 14.1 plus 10 amps, babe. It's going from plus 0 to plus 10. It's changing.
Yeah, it's saying it's charging the battery, but it might be sending charge out. I just don't think it's making that connection through to the battery.
Yeah, because it keeps going from plus 10 to 0. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick that up.
Okay, do it. Do it to it.
What are you working on, babe?
Our guy gave us a new remote controller for the inverter.
Yeah, we're buying the inverter from the Mobile Tech. That's installing it right now, and it also came with a new Magnum screen, which is much larger and much nicer than the one we had. So Brad is going to go ahead and install this new monitor while we let the Mobile Tech do the inverter. Yeah, that's much better. But yeah, I think this Mobile Tech is just fighting against lighting in the night, and and then, okay, update. The 300 amp fuse was 100% fried, correct, babe?
Yes.
100% fried. Did he already change that out?
And the old one's out.
The old one was out.
He's probably gonna put the new one in here in a second.
Putting the new one in, and then he's going to have us turn everything off so he can change the inverter. And I just so hope that just fixes everything, and it's easy, and it's done.
What?
Yeah, good.
Nice and straight?
No. Nice crooked job, but I think it'll do the trick.
Yeah, and there's no wires around it, so it's good.
Okay, good.
Basically, he took out our inverter. We tried the new inverter. Still having some issues. It wasn't working. Kept actually turning on and off the inverter because it didn't like something. So tonight we just bypassed the inverter and we're hooked straight up to shore power. And he's going to call tech support from Magnum tomorrow and see if we can get it working. If not, we might have to switch to a Victron system and figure it out. Yeah, I know. And this guy knows his stuff.
He does.
He knows his stuff.
He sure does.
He's so good when it comes to this.
So the fact that he's like confused about it has me worried. And then we have to talk about, you know, we paid a lot of money for our warranty. We replaced so many different things.
Yeah, we should call the warranty company tomorrow.
It's something we could do too. So.
And then they say, oh, you have to take it to a specialist person.
Exactly, and then we won't. And then we're like, why do we have this warranty? Okay, so today is another rough day. Our Mobile Tech left late last night, still not knowing what the problem is with our inverter. After swapping his inverter, it still had the same issues, so we took both out and put us on shore power, because everything was flickering and not giving consistent power, so that this way it protects our bus and we don't have any problems while we're trying to figure out this inverter issue. Then he said he would come this afternoon or evening to keep troubleshooting. And Brad even talked to him this morning, and he was all gung-ho, I gotta get this figured out, I will figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Then we didn't hear from him, and then it was like 5:30, and he called and he said it's not happening today, and that he's coming tomorrow. He's gonna put a new fan in our old inverter so that it won't overheat, and then because he changed the 300 amp fuse, that should fix everything. But we don't feel that that's going to fix.
We're not very confident right now.
We're not feeling very confident, and we're feeling
Very defeated.
very defeated, very stressed out. Basically, we're at this park till right today is Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. We have to be out of this park Saturday morning. There's no room for us to stay. And then we're heading to an RV park that was originally a Harvest Host that we're staying longer, so we're staying with them at the RV park.
It's an hour 45 minutes from here.
Almost 2 hours away from here for a week.
Nothing.
In the middle of nothing for a week. And then we're supposed to head down to Savannah. There goes our phones, because let's add to the day and let's just break everything, because that's the day we're having. So he's not coming this evening, which scares us and is very discouraging, because we're no closer to a solution. We currently have 0 inverters inside our bus. We know neither of them are working for us, and we know that as soon as we disconnect from shore power, our fridge and everything turns off and is useless, and then we have to rush to get somewhere else to re-plug back in. So literally we could just cry.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
So we're going to get on it. I got a number to call.
So we're calling other mobile techs, we're calling different service people now. We're gonna try to find someone else to troubleshoot, but we're really feeling like we're backed into a corner. I got the contact for our warranty, which we've never used, talked to our warranty company, so we're gonna contact them. But we just don't know if we should try to upgrade at this point and get something better with limited funds, try to make do with what we have, but it's not, making do with what we have is not realistic for us either, so we don't know. All right, that's my update for now. Anything else to add?
No.
Anything to add, Noelle?
No.
Anything to add, Lucy? Anything to add, Lucy Lou?
Give me belly rubs.
Anything to add, Sophie? Anything to add?
I want to eat this here.
All right, I don't know where Kylie is, but that's all we got for now. At least we have each other, right? That's all that matters. With the tech not coming and this problem not getting fixed, we put another call out to a service center here. They're big and known in Charleston, South Carolina, and everyone recommended them. So we called them first thing this morning. Today is a Friday morning, because of course, everything goes to crap on Friday right before the weekend when everything closes. And the receptionist on the phone said they're a month out, there's like no way, and she's so sorry, and very sweet, but we said okay, we get it, and hung up. Well, then she called us back 10 minutes later?
Yeah.
Called us back 10 minutes later and said, I can't leave you guys hanging, we'll squeeze you in today, come today. But now we're waiting on the other RV tech to get here, because right now we have 2 inverters sitting outside. We're straight wired to the power pedestal thingy, and we can't just drop everything and go. The mobile tech's inverter's here, our inverter's here, and we're waiting on him. It's Friday and they're done at 4:30, and we're a half hour away from them. So Brad and I, after much stress and research and strategizing, decided that we're going to have to cancel our reservations that were 2 hours away with the cool shooting range and all that cool stuff. And we're able to scramble and find another RV park here near Charleston, near the service center. And then we just called the service center, said, thank you for squeezing us in, but there's just no way we're gonna get to you before you close today, because we're still waiting on this mobile tech. So they're squeezing us in first thing on Monday. And we're staying in an RV park for a week near them. That way they can troubleshoot, and then we can go back to the RV park, because we live in our bus and we have our animals and everything. So then if they have to order parts or whatever, we can go back to our park, get settled, go back to them if we need to, or go back once the part's ready. So that's it for now. Just letting you guys be a fly on the wall of the inside of our RV while we're scrambling for solutions and having issues and doing what we can do. Cross your fingers for us.